season. Week 17 is underway.
And this carries into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24-yard line. First carry for Raheem Mostert.
And he'll get this one up to the 26. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Here's 2nd and 8.
And they'll get this on the screen to Mostert.
It'll be a pickup of 8 on the screen, and it sets up a 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
But just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1.
They'll try and run here with Mostert.
And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Right at the line.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Prescott. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. Touchdown, Cowboys. Michael Gallup, 81 yards. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead.
Well, you've got to like that start on both sides of the football. You force the 3 and out, and then you score on your first drive.
Well, I know someone who doesn't like that start.
Well, yeah, the other side.
Yeah, they don't like that at all, right? This is not the way it's supposed to be. But what you just described, that's team football, all right? When you get a 3 and out, you're supposed to take advantage of it on the offensive side of the ball. You said, thank you very much for getting us the rock. Let's put it in the end zone, and they did exactly that.
5-yard line.
Play fake here on 1st down. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A quick 1st down pickup. Good start after going 3 and out on their opening drive. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
It's
a gain of 10 and a 49er 1st down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. This is Mostert. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
No gain on the play.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
And here's another tackle made at the line, so they're converging well on the football now.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Now this time he'll look to throw.
Open man is Ayuk, complete.
And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 25-yard line. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. They go play action here on first down. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Deebo Samuel with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7.
Game at 7.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
That's fielded on the back line of the end zone.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future. As they look ahead to the offseason, what spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers, because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
From the 27, Prescott. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
At the 47.
On that catch, he's already eclipsed 100 yards here in the first quarter. Charles, he's on pace for over 400.
And playing with great confidence, isn't he? I think he probably had it coming into the game. And now that he's really come out of the gate this strongly, how'd you like to be in the huddle with him right now? You know he's demanding the
Give me the ball.
And guess what? I throw it to him. He's having a fantastic game, and they haven't defended him yet.
And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
On 2nd and 9, Prescott. He'll take a shot for the end zone. That ball is caught. It's Gallup. Touchdown, Cowboys. Michael Gallup with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Cowboys have taken the lead.
His kick is...
And this one through the uprights and good.
That's the score. Cowboys 14, 49ers 7.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
5-yard line. The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And the magnitude of this game, everybody knows it. The fans, obviously, the players and coaches, there's just with them a palpable buzz right now. They know they control their own destiny.
Win, and you're in. And I think every player wants that. I think every coach wants that. I haven't been an organization yet that wants to be in a game where they have to rely on other teams to get them to their goals. In this situation, it's very cut and dry. Win, and you're in the playoffs. That's their mission. That's their challenge. And you know they've chosen to accept it.
And what they told us is this has been the most focused week of practice we've had all year. You wouldn't expect any different.
Yeah, and you know, at the beginning of the season, you have multiple goals. They just have one now. Win the game.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Deebo Samuel was the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. And trying to get it to Samuel, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
They'll run with Elliott. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door. A CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it?
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season, and the Cowboys will extend their lead. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score Cowboys 21. 49ers 7.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach, right?
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And they will set up shop red zone territory at the 13-yard line.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Elliott. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
Ezekiel Elliott, the ball.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
9-yard line, 2nd and 6.
To throw is Prescott. Steps away, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. They'll need a big play here, will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Prescott. Forced out to his left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a first down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to try?
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Deebo Samuel with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the 49ers are able to strike quickly for 6. And he'll bang that one through.
Makes the score Cowboys 24, 49ers 14.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown.
A break there for this offense as they will get a chance to start at the 40-yard line.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at the 40.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 Mike.
Here's Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Prescott to throw it. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
It's funny when I go back to our pregame meeting with Amari Cooper and we mentioned, what if they play man coverage against you? He almost seemed offended by it, didn't he?
I'll beat it. That's basically what he said, right?
I mean, the best receivers we've ever talked to and covered, when you talk about covering them with one guy, they think that's a personal affront. If they feel like if they can't just beat one defender, then they're not very good.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Here's Elliott. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now, look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And that will stretch the lead up to 13. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, we'll see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 14 on that one, and a 1st down.
1st down.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down.
That certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. He's going to drop this underneath to Mostert. 4 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 3rd down. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this 1st half. 3rd and short. They'll try and pick it up through the air.
He'll fire this deep.
And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown.
Brandon Ayuk.
As the first half is winding down, and the 49ers have cut it back within a score. And his kick is no good. Misses the PAT, a mistake there, and this remains a 7-point game.
Mitch Wishnowsky to kick off for San Francisco.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This taken in about 4 yards deep.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened-up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Here's Prescott. Got his man there, complete to Gallup. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Prescott now. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Alexander. And he will be out of bounds as time has run out on this first half. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know what, a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. Gary and Conley, the one to bring him down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Pass on target, Prescott to Cooper. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a first.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
10th carry now for Elliott. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A 14-yard pickup. That's 14 yards on 2 straight plays. With that run, double-check my math, yes, he has hit 8,000 career rushing yards.
And that's fantastic. That means he's now approaching the top 50 all-time rushers in NFL history. That means he just sped past Terrell Davis, who's in the Hall of Fame. And now he's just got to go ahead and be strong and run hard because he's chasing down Larry Zonka.
15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger. But no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing. And try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw.
He'll fire this deep for Ayuk.
It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, 49ers.
Brandon Ayuk
with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the 49ers are back within a score.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that in the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
So 1 play, and they're already just shy of midfield. This is Elliott. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
From just shy of midfield, Prescott, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott.
Open man Lamb. It's complete.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
Good.
And a big 32-yard play on 3rd.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the 2.
Goal at the 4-yard line.
Now Elliott. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Well, it's apparent the defense understands the situation. They have to keep them out of the end zone here. That's a great start by them. A loss on that play. Can they force them into a field goal attempt and still give their offense an opportunity?
Buying time to his left. Prescott stripped, and that will get out of bounds. Lucky there. They keep possession inside the 5. Thankfully for the offense, a fortuitous bounce there on the fumble goes out of bounds because they're down here in the red zone. You don't want to lose one there.
You don't want to lose one, and the best part, because it went out of bounds, they retain possession, still have an opportunity to put points on the board.
So crisis averted, but now facing 3rd and goal. And this ball is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. Lamb. Dak Prescott now 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the 3rd quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is lets you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit.
And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. DeMarcus Lawrence able to record his 5th sack of the season. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Kittle, incomplete. It's 3rd down.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Eluding the pressure right. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. Here comes the 49ers punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. Back now in Arlington, it's the Cowboys with the football. They'll be looking to tack on to their lead as we get set for the 4th. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They've got a chance now to put this game away following that last defensive stop and punt. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Now, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
Now Prescott. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line. That is the play they needed in a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge.
Now they need to execute. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Flushed out right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. DeMarcus Lawrence able to record his 5th sack of the season. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA.
Touchdown, 49ers! Deebo Samuel, 44 yards. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. It's been quite the game for him individually. A trio of touchdown catches now.
So pick a route, any route. Whatever you want him to run, he's going to do it and do it well and end up in the end zone. This has really been fun to watch.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And this carries into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock.
He'll push forward for about 4 up to the 23.
Ball carrier.
I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Prescott. Room here to run. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good, and we are tied here in the 4th quarter.
Kickoff for San Francisco.
So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
They will look to flush the memory of that pick 6 as we now have a brand new tie ball game here in the 4th quarter. Getting down to the good stuff.
A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
The ball carrier.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. The pass rush specialist, D. Ford, in on the stop.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. Really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And he'll go down at the 28.
call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They face a second down, but they are in field goal range. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Now Elliott. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's second and 11. The give is to Elliott. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. On 3rd down, Elliott. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
4-yard attempt.
And Zerline's kick is good. And with a little over a minute to play, they have taken the lead. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the 4th, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they manage the clock exactly right.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time,
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. He's back to throw. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
And a 49er first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. Open man is Samuel, complete. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Now a desperation throw, deep depth. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Raheem Mostert in the final minute. And once again, the 49ers are back out in front. And that will make this a 4-point game.
Is good. Makes the score Niners 48, Cowboys 44.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And this carries into the end zone. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll put it out to the 25. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. He has had a great game defensively. He's been east-west, north-south, everywhere.
Yeah, and I love how you described that, because to be a great defender, you have to be able to move up and back, sideline to sideline, and he's been fantastic. Reminds me of a young Charles Davis when he was playing Madden.
Absolutely. Oh, wow. I thought you were going on the field, but okay, I see you. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. Down 4 late. Got to go for it here on 4th down. Now Prescott. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
The 48-yard line.
Down to a knee for the 49ers. This one about to be on ice. Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points.